Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy D. And at first I thought I was the only one, but I knew I wasn't. I thought I was, but then I kind of knew I wasn't. Akai, stop with the demos. We're tired of them. There's too many demos out there of the same thing over and over. We know what the X can do. We know what the MPC Live can do. We want to know what that 2.0 can do. Show some demos on that. We know everything else. So please repost this, everybody. Akai, stop with the damn demos. We got it. We know what it can do. Show that 2.0 software, because more people are going to be wanting the 2.0 software than the MPC Live and the MPC X. Jesus Christ. Now, for those that have the REN, like right here, Akai put out the drivers for it, so the audio outputs will work when you're using the what is it, the Sierra? What was it, Sierra? The Mac OS Sierra 10. I'm on 10.12.2 as of right now, but so they just put out the drivers for that, so you'll get audio out of the REN now. So I know it was been a while now, and but it's fixed now. So that's that. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet around here. No new sound packs out right now. Nothing, really nothing new right now. So we just sitting around. We just basically waiting. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the 2.0 to drop and the other hardware to drop. Supposedly, what I've heard so far is that anybody with whoever has the touch is going to get the 2.0 for free. The X and the Live, that comes with it, the 2.0. And anybody that has the REN, if you only have the REN, it's $100 for the update for the 2.0. If you have an Element, it's $150 for the update. So for those that have the touch and you registered it and everything, you're good to go. You should get the 2.0 when it drops. Everybody else that doesn't have the touch, you will have to pay for it. $100 or $150, depending on what you have. Let's see what else is in there. I mean, there's nothing else. I mean, I thought they were gonna. I thought the last day of NAMM they were gonna do questions and demos on the 2.0, but I have yet to see that from any of the beta testers. Hellfire, Sounds for Samplers. I mean, I think it seems like when they went to NAMM, like the guys at Akai said, listen, don't ask us anything about the 2.0. We're not demoing the 2.0. So don't even act, you know what I'm saying? So they really wasn't really asking they were asking kind of questions, but they didn't show any of the 2.0 software being used. So the question that I'm having is that if this is about to drop in March, if the MPC Live and the MPC X are dropping March, I think it's February, March or whatever, then that 2.0 software should basically be done. I mean, if it ain't done by now, I mean, how much further they're gonna get, in a month or in a month or two? I don't know. Maybe a lot. I don't know. I have no clue. But and I mean, to me, I feel that they should have a lot more beta testers for the 2.0. That's the best way. If you want to load it up and you want to be a beta tester, they should give anybody the opportunity to be a beta tester. I mean, that's the quickest way to get feedback. Because the beta tester is going to know, hey, there's going to be problems with it, but we want to know the problems. We want to know how when you're using this, what's the problems? What's happening when you use it? Some of these the beta testers that I've seen I don't think they're going to use the 2.0 like I use it. or how you use it. So I definitely would love to be a beta tester for the 2.0, but you know, by the time they get, you know, it's going to be almost, it's going to be out by the time they, you know, if they were to get, you know, send it to me or whatever. Because I want to put it through the things that I want to put it through. I want to be able to, like I said, I want to be able to use it as a full DAW and see how it's going to stand up against Pro Tools. You know, am I going to be able to use this and do everything that I can do in Pro Tools on the MPC 2.0? And I mean, there's people that don't care about that. Of course, I know that. But there's a lot of people that do, and there's a lot of people that don't. But the thing is that if you had the opportunity to be able to record, you know, vocals and everything and run it like a recording studio, you know, like a Pro Tools, then you're going to like that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want that, especially when you're recording. You might want to throw a vocal hook in there, you know, if you're selling beats, you know, things like that. You know, that's what I'm really interested in. And I mean, there ain't really too much more that I mean, as far as myself, there's really too much more that I want to ask for. I know a lot of people, you know, like I said, a lot of people do other things with it. So, but you got to voice your opinion. And actually, I'm glad that just reminded me. Dan or whatever, I forget the guy from London or whatever his name is on for Akai that does all the demos. He said, now quote, he said, if you don't ask for it, you won't get it. So this is what I'm saying, people. You gotta speak up. If you don't speak up and you just keep not saying nothing about, oh, you want this, a non-standalone. If you don't say anything, he said it. If you don't say anything, you won't get it. If you don't ask for certain stuff, you won't get it because they're gonna give you what they want to give you, and it's fine. But when you want something to be implemented into the software or another piece of hardware, you have to speak up or it won't happen. He said this out of his own mouth. I told you people a long time ago, you got to speak up. You got to say something. Stop saying, oh, you're always crying, you're crying. Oh, you're whining. Oh, you're never satisfied. I told you. You have to ask. You have to speak up. If people didn't speak up and say they want a standalone, they would not have built a standalone because they would have been like, why should we build a standalone? Nobody's asking for a standalone. Exactly what I'm trying to tell you. If we don't ask for a non-standalone MPCX, you won't get it. If they know that there's money that they can make off of a non-standalone MPCX, they're gonna jump on it. Who wouldn't? If I'm selling apples at an apple stand and everybody and I get, and say if I got 100 people that's coming to me for apples at this apple stand, but then I got 100, 200 people coming to me be like, yo, you don't sell oranges? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell apples and oranges. You feel me? I'm gonna get that money. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta ask for it, people. You have to ask for it. Even though he said they're not gonna make a standalone MPCX. If you ask and they know they can get money, they're gonna do it because it's money. They're a business. They're about money. They're about giving the consumers what they want. They're not going to they're just not going to ignore that if you ask for a non-standalone. And the reason why a non-standalone would make money because some people do not want a standalone. There's some people that do, but there's some people that don't. So if there's 50 people that want a standalone and there's 50 people that don't want a standalone, wouldn't it make sense to make both? Have one at one price, one at the other. A small and a large. You feel me? You know, big and small. You gotta have options. Now, of course, you can use it as a non-standalone, or you can use it as a standalone. But if the standalone costs $2,200, but you can get a non-standalone for $1,500 or $1,300, it makes sense if you don't need a standalone and you don't have that money. Get the non-standalone. Times is hard out here, people. Money is not growing on trees. People got bills. The cable bills high as hell. People dropping their cable, getting fire sticks everywhere, getting Sling TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be an option for a non-standalone along with the standalone. You understand what I'm saying? Some people might want to take it somewhere. Some people might not want to take it somewhere. Some people got $2,200. Some people do not have $2,200. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, some people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So if they came out with a non-standalone, I would buy the non-standalone because I do not need a standalone. Even though I can use the standalone as a non-standalone, I don't want to pay $200, $2,200. I don't have it. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it to just go out and get that. You know what I'm saying? I work hard for my money. I got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? People got kids. People got food to buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, times is hard out here. You feel me? Like, come on. Help a brother out. Or a sister. There's sister producers out there too. Hashtag lady producer. Go look her up. She's dope. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here, man. I mean, they got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the people that don't want to stand alone. But once again, for anybody with the MPC Renaissance, the drivers are out there. Go download the drivers. It's easy, 1, 2, 3, and you'll have sound out of the outputs of your REN. Before I was using my REN as the, you know, because it came with the Pro Tools Express. I was using it with the Pro Tools Express, but it didn't have enough tracks. And I don't want to use Pro Tools. I want to use the 2.0. Period. So, I mean, I really don't have anything else, man. If you have any questions, please ask, share, please give me a thumbs up. I mean, I'm only trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to break anything down. Like, I'm sticking with Akai. Akai is my people's, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm speaking for the people that don't speak up, or, you know, that might not got enough, you know, voice to speak up, or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? We need a non-standalone for the people that just don't got it. Peace.